And welcome back to another episode of the Texas Underground Radar. I am your host, JVaz.
And this never die.
And you're watching episode number...
Cinco.
Is it number 5?
Yeah, bro.
Shit, look at us rolling. Look at us rolling.
How many weeks? Like 3 weeks?
You know what I'm saying? We in this bitch being
No,
serious, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We trying to drop every week for you guys, trying to bring
we'll
you
talk
content.
After episode 10. We'll see how we do it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You never died's already thinking about quitting. We're going to make an announcement soon. Talk about quitting.
Hey, they ain't gonna be no other co-host.
Later on, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard to find another co-host as reliable as Mr. Never Die. I'm just saying that because he's here.
Hey, facts.
I'm just saying that because he's here. Hey, no, but welcome back to episode number 5, man. We got a special guest later on today on the show.
Yo.
We're going to close the show with a special guest.
What you sipping on, bro?
Adrian Angelo. The show is brought to you by our unofficial sponsor, Mexican Pineapple. Shouts out to the boy Mo Hustle. If you haven't done so, make sure you check out his interview that we released earlier last week. And let's get the ball rolling, man. Let's get this ball rolling.
Hey, bro, I can't lie, man. A lot of people been hitting me up, been saying they loving the show, they fucking with it, they love the game we talking, they love the topics we talking about. Like, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man, and all the feedback for real.
Already, yeah, we appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys leaving comments. Excuse me. And it was cool because people were really fucking with the drunk episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that was the episode we were more scared to drop because we were like, the cameras were fucked up. We were slurring. Well, I was slurring like a motherfucker. I was all over the place.
Yeah.
I was kind of scared because Mr. Never Dies over here trying to be serious, talking about how do you think, a little bit? And I'm over here like, what up, TikTok? Like all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it was a little fucked up, all over the place, man. But let's get this episode on the road. You know, one thing that people have hit me up. They talk about how they like the knowledge that we're bringing to the show, not just us, but more hustle, and hopefully we can bring more of that with all of our other guests, man.
Definitely.
But
in the cards.
I wanted to give the listener and the viewer a little background about ourselves, man. So one thing that I thought was pretty cool is to let them know how we were introduced to hip-hop, period. Not just Latin hip-hop, but how were we introduced to hip-hop. And I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to you and talk to the people. Let them know the first time you listened and who was it that you heard the first time.
Well, I mean, I'm from the MTV generation, right? So I'd always be at home, summertime, be bored, and watching MTV, and I was like really into rock music. I remember like Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit was the first video that just like hit me like, damn, And then after that, I started seeing like Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Ain't Nothing But a G Thing, Baby. And that's when I really started, like rap started to catch my ear, you know what I'm saying? So I started listening to Death Row. And then when Tupac, you all right?
Yeah. I'm looking at the lighting.
All right.
Go ahead.
And then when Tupac came out of prison, dropped All Eyes on Me with Death Row, then that shit, it was a rap, bro. I was like, I don't know. It just hit me.
Death Row, first time, that's funny because the first time that I was introduced to it, well, the first time that it got my attention was when I listened to Tupac Greatest Hits. What was the song? Ain't Nothing But America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
Two of America's Most Wanted is what it was called, right?
Most Wanted with Snoop Dogg.
That's the first song that caught my attention. But the first time I was introduced to hip hop was Delinquent Habits.
Okay.
I listened to Delinquent Habits, and we were living in Michigan at the time. Uh-huh. And the guys that introduced me to it, they were from Florida, and they showed me, Cypress Hill, Delinquent Habits. Yeah. Was it Johnny Z?
Yeah.
I think was it Johnny Z?
I mean, I know Johnny
from Miami.
He
from Miami.
Oh, what's his name?
I believe it's Johnny Z.
DJ Laz?
DJ Laz.
Yeah.
Yeah, DJ Laz.
I mean, because there is a Johnny Z, but it's like more like Latin hip hop.
Yeah. No, it was DJ Laz. He had a song with SPM.
Mm-hmm.
And
he used to perform in Dallas a lot.
And this was before I even got introduced to SPM. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I just, Delinquent Habits did it for me. They had the fucking the trumpet on their beats.
Liquid Habits. That album was dope.
It was, and that's when hip hop just kind of got my attention. When I was like, hey, this shit is, before that I was listening to a lot of Spanish shit like norteños, cumbias,
already
shit like that. But that, I just wanted to give people cool little
Backstory.
How we were
Already.
introduced to it, man. So drop a comment and let us know how you got introduced to hip hop and who was the first artist you ever listened to. But let's get this shit going, man.
Man, I wanted to talk about Bun B on Smooth Vegas podcast.
I don't want to talk about that. So let's keep it moving. No, talk to us. What you got?
But I mean, Bun B had a very bold statement on there on the Nothing Beats Experience podcast. It's not an exact quote, but pretty close. He said, 9 times out of 10, Mexican Americans are going to not only be your biggest customer base, but also your most consistent customer base. If you make Houston rap music, nobody buys more of your music. Nobody comes to more of your shows. Nobody buys more of your merch than Mexicans. It's important to acknowledge their participation and their love of the culture. That's a pretty bold statement.
We've talked about this before. We've talked about how our people are so down to support the culture except for their own culture. Mm-hmm. And by him saying that, it's a little more eye-opening that, you know, these people are aware. Like, these artists know that the Hispanic consumer is huge.
Bro, I've heard Zero say this. I've heard K Reno say this. I've heard multiple rappers out of Houston say this.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say that Mexican Americans, Hispanic people don't
Mexican American
that they don't support. I mean, look at King Lil G, people like that, they support.
Yeah.
So how do we get more support for our hometown, for Texas artists?
Man, I think this is going to be one of our biggest topics in this show, man, because we really want to find that answer. How do we get that support? And it's so hard because your most common answer is going to be make better music, right? However, when people that are established that make really good music also don't get the support, that puts a big ass question mark to that statement. Because if making good music, what's the problem? Why are these people that are making good music not getting the local support? You know, for example, GT Garza. And I keep saying this because I was so bothered when GT Garza did his album release party, the people didn't show up. So we know he makes good music. We know he's established.
Yeah.
Why is he not, you know, if your excuse is make better music.
There's bad nights for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit there and say Garza don't have a show and a bunch of people show up.
Yeah.
Garza had a lot of shows where a lot of people showed up.
For sure.
So
I'm just saying, like, people not supporting the movement the same way as they would support other artists, you know.
Because things like a Astro playoff game, that could fuck up a night, that could fuck up a show. You know what I'm saying? The Texans in the playoff game, anything like that.
Don't say Texans and playoffs at the same time. That hasn't happened in a long time. I feel like you're making fun of us. Nah, but you're right. But man, that is a good question, bro. What's going on?
I mean,
Why?
of course, you could say that cover of better music. I think a lot of it has to do with the business behind it.
Business behind it?
Yeah, I mean, we need like better managers, better. I'm gonna say better promoters, but I mean, we got to figure out some shit to get the whole community involved and helping everything grow and evolve.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Because there's a lot of talent out here, bro. There's a lot of talent. That's why we doing a show, because there's so much talent that we can talk about.
Some of y'all fucking trash and don't.
No, there is a lot of trash.
He's just being nice to y'all. He don't want to say it.
No, there's a lot of there's a lot of good artists too, though. There's a lot of good quality music coming out, bro.
Very little. But there's not. No, I'm just fucking with you. No, you're right. So, what would be the real reason we're not getting local support?
I mean, we gotta get people more involved in these shows to come out to these shows, which I see a lot of growth, especially since
are we maybe not making music people can relate to? It's also something to think about.
Yeah.
Because
performing the right show
to
songs,
the right crowd,
right songs at the right shows, yeah,
to the right crowd, man. Because
marketing.
You know, we've been putting a lot of these clips on TikTok. If you haven't done so, make sure you follow me on TikTok at the JVaz Show. You find the right here. I'm gonna put it right here. Fuck it. Nah, I put it right here. You know what I'm saying? Right here. Follow the JVaz show.
Publicists, whenever we had a good publicist.
Yeah.
Marketing and promoting people.
But what I was going to get to is, it seems like the majority of the Houston fans out here, and it's going to go back to the same thing we've been talking from the beginning. It's a lot of them just can't get away from, oh, nobody's better than SPM. Oh, no. And there's a lot of artists that are better than SPM. And, you know, Mo Hustle talked about how there's artists that have done, if not more than SPM has, but yet people refuse to acknowledge that for whatever odd reason. And I think here in Houston, the biggest problem is we just can't snap out of that. We're not willing to give the new up-and-comer, you know, that opportunity. We're not willing to give,
Pass
you
the
know,
crown.
we're not willing to do that for whatever reason, bro, because it's been forever since SPM put out a good project, to be fucking honest. I mean, again, I'm not bashing him, but it's been a while since he's put out a good project.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's kind of hard when you're
the first,
behind.
yeah. I mean, there's only so much you can talk about.
Yeah.
But a lot of the comments on TikTok have been, oh, there's no artists. And it's like, bro, we do have a lot of talent out here.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, the Mexican OT being one of the biggest ones that is coming out right now.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Things like a publicist. Do fans know about these people? I mean, it's one thing to make good music, but are people hearing your good music?
So we're targeting the wrong audience.
And then you think about like not that it pisses me off, but
oh, he's pissed, y'all.
But it's discouraging when somebody makes a stupid ass video and they're being comedic or something like that, and they get millions of views, and you over here spending some real ass shit from the heart, and you getting a few views. Not a few views, but not a million or something. And somebody just being goofy and like somebody rapping stupid and everybody sharing it. Oh, look at this guy. You know what I'm saying? And then you sitting here taking your craft serious, and then people aren't sharing it.
This goes back to targeting the wrong audience.
Yeah.
For example, it's been a while since. Now that I'm doing this with you, this whole Texas Underground Radar, I'm posting it on Facebook more. But I was having trouble targeting my audience in the way of Instagram people would watch my Instagram videos, but they wouldn't follow the link to YouTube, right? Facebook people don't give a fuck. Here's the reason. It's not that they don't give a fuck, but the majority of the people that have added me on Facebook have me on there because they care about Julio. They care about the high school classmate they went to school with, the coworker they met when they worked with him. And then I try to put something on their face like, hey, check out my show. They don't care. Yeah. This is not why they follow me. They don't follow me. That audience on Facebook are not my Facebook friends.
They want to see pictures of you with your dog.
They want to see. Unfortunately, they just want to be nosy, and they just want to know your business, but not support you. But they want to know your business, but not support you.
Yeah.
Now it also goes back to our own. What do we call this? I was gonna say classmates. Our own. Fuck. My mind went blank. What was I saying? Goddamn drugs. Nah. What was I saying?
Bad influence, sorry, y'all.
Right. Nah. So, your own partners in the industry, right? Your own industry partners, where
colleagues.
Yeah. They send you the links. They want you to share, but it's like, hey, why you ain't sharing mine?
Yeah, facts.
Why are you always talking about, hey, show that you really support me? Comment. Show that you support me. You're only messaging me because it's beneficial to you. Yeah. Why haven't you messaged me to say, hey, your show is dope? Or, hey, where can I watch the show? Or just share my link without me asking.
Yeah.
So it's become a very selfish industry.
Yeah.
And that's hurting the game as a whole. Yeah. Because everybody wants to be the next one up. And as we said, and I said this jokingly, but I'm saying this very seriously, some of these artists are not as talented as y'all think you are. You're just in a circle that hypes you up. And truth be told, there's a lot of room for improvement. But as long as you're around that circle that just tells you what you want to hear, you're never going to improve. So, damn, why did I just go off on these people? Why did I just go off on these artists? Had nothing to do with what I was talking about.
Fuck it. They need to know. Facts, JVaz.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just fucking with it. Nah, but
no, you being for real.
Oh, I'm being for real. I said what I said for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But I was saying that because it's everybody wants to be the next one up, and nobody's supporting the way they're supposed to. Everybody wants to be supporting. Nobody wants to support.
Yeah, I said that. Let's normalize being fans of each other. It's like people act like they too cool to like. I mean, if you really fuck with somebody's music, I'll let it be known. If I fuck with your music, I'll let it be known. I'll tell people about you. Like, that's the only way things are gonna grow. Like, you can't just be like, hey, bro, you dope when you over here in the corner, but then you ain't telling nobody.
Yeah.
We got to spread the word about each other.
So you motherfuckers that DM me all the fucking time talking about, hey, dope show, leave it on a fucking comment.
Share the show.
What's it hurting you to just leave a comment? Why send a message instead of a comment? Yeah. But
take a little clip that you feel and post it.
Is that simple?
That's helping everybody.
Yeah.
That's helping everything grow. We got to help each other, man. We all we got.
I got a lot more than y'all, but
ain't nobody else trying to help us. You know what I'm saying? So we got to help each other.
For real. What else we got, man? Let's keep it moving.
I mean, talk about showing love. I saw Sauce Walker. He did a whole post about Big Tony.
I don't keep up with Sauce Walker, so you're going to have to fill me in with this. No, straight up, I don't keep up with him.
Well, I saw Big Tony posted. Somebody else had reshared it too, but Sauce Walker did a whole post about. I sent it to you.
I saw it.
Yeah, Sauce Walker did a whole post about Big Tony and that people needed. Like I'm saying, if we a fan of somebody's music, then let's tell people, hey, I fuck with his music. He got good music. That's the only way we can.
But have you noticed the trend here?
What's that?
A lot of these. So here's the reason why a lot of the Hispanic fan base don't fuck with their own Hispanic artists outside of SPM. It seems as if all these Hispanic artists don't acknowledge props from anybody unless it's a black artist. So if a legend like yourself tells Big Tony, hey bro, I fuck with what you're doing, he gonna leave you on red. He don't give a fuck. But the moment Sauce Walker does it, take a screenshot, let me post it to the public. So it's like, why? This goes back to.
Well, that's why I promote a lot of artists that I do, because they show me love back. Yeah. I mean, they show that respect. So I mean, like I'm saying, we got to build each other up, man. That's the only way. I mean, yeah. If I tell you dope and you just like, okay, whatever, then all right.
You know what? You trash.
No, not you trash, but I see what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of dope artists, gonna make this transition right quick. Oh, you got anything else you want to say about that?
No, and then I also saw Deuce he posted like backstage somewhere that Sauce Walker was giving Mexican OT a lot of props too. Yeah. So I mean that's cool, man. We need shit like that to keep the culture growing and see things like that going on. So much respect to Sauce Walker.
Yeah, shouts out to the Sauce Walker, man. Let's keep the show moving.
Let's go with your artist of the week this week, JVaz.
We're moving that quick. Artist of the week. You get it. Well, I don't even know which one of these buttons is the sound effects.
Just press one. Crickets.
Yeah, we did that on the episode 1. Talking about, you just get the show started. And we were like, cricket. Artist of the week, man. I'm going to give it to one of the artists that I've been keeping my eye on. She's been very consistent with her music.
Oh, he said she.
She's been very
another
consistent.
Female rapper, JVaz?
You know what I'm saying? JVaz, you trying to hit on these female rappers? Is that what you're trying to do? Miss Gold is my artist of the week, man. Miss Gold has she dropped 100K about 2-3 weeks ago. She dropped Many Men on the 22nd. She just recently dropped the music video. I don't know when this episode gonna drop, but she just dropped it today, actually. You know, this girl been busy, man. She got a single with Young Mex out of Austin, Texas called Make It Work. And she's dope. Yeah. I'm a big fan of her delivery. I'm a big fan of her voice. Her voice alone, I told you, when I heard her voice, is like, hey, this chick got a dope-ass voice. Yeah. Just listening to her voice makes you want to listen to her music. You know, her energy. I haven't been able to see her perform yet, but I have seen videos of seeing her performance, and she's showing a lot of energy as well.
Yeah, I've seen her perform twice actually. Yeah, and she puts on a good show, man. Yeah, so, a lot of energy. She in control of the crowd. You know what I'm saying? She does the thing for real.
Yeah, so we're supposed to be having her here in the upcoming weeks. Shouts out to Andy for making that happen. Dope. So yeah, that'll be my artist of the week, Miss Gold. If you haven't done so, make sure you check her out on all streaming services, including YouTube. As we mentioned, she's got 2 new singles that dropped in the last month called Many Men. Check out the new music video available on YouTube now, and 100K, which dropped a couple weeks ago as well. And again, she's got the single that she dropped with Young Mex out of Austin called Make It Work. And yeah, that's my artist of the week, man.
Already. Shout out to Miss Gold.
Shouts out to Miss Gold. And let's keep the show going, man. Before we go into the next artist of the week, we want to give you quick little updates of drops that came out in the last week, man. You got any of on your end that you've been keeping your eye on?
Man, you sent me that one by that boy Prophet. No, that was hard, bro. That was hard. That Big Bang featuring GT Garza, Rob G, and Buns.
Yeah.
Man, Rob G wrecked that hoe, bro.
Rob G's back. Rob G is back. I've always been a fan of Rob G, bro.
That flow was sick, bro. He chopped that shit up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what he chopped up.
The verse.
I'm just fucking, I didn't see. I missed that. What are you talking about? Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Nah, Rob, man, I've always been a fan of Rob G since the repping my block days. So to see him come back on that track and just murder that bitch is like, bro, that nigga fucking Prophet, got Rob G out of retirement.
Man, they sleeping on Prophet, man. He consistent, bro. Consistent, dropping videos, dropping dope songs. They sleeping on that boy. My boy
Prophet is definitely being slept on, man, because not only is this dude constantly dropping music videos, it's quality content, quality music videos with good music. I feel like he's got a sick-ass delivery, bro. Yeah. And then if you go back to his past catalog, he's got a lot of tracks where he tries to bring all these Houston artists and put together these dope ass tracks. Yeah. He got Cop on tracks, Clever, Buns. Yeah. He puts together these projects.
Rob G on this one.
You know what I'm saying? And people are definitely sleeping on him. So stop, wake up, motherfuckers. Yeah. And we got that link of that video in the description of the video description of the podcast, man. So make sure you check him out. Prophet Puda Gulf Coast, featuring GT Garza, Rob G, and Buns, called Big Bank. Dope ass video. Also, my boy Too Raw just recently dropped an EP called Called Before the World Ends. It dropped April 22nd. It was very funky style to it. Yeah. And
I like that cover, bro. That shit was sick.
That is pretty creative. And one thing that I love, man, and I sent him a message about it. I let him know. I was like, hey, bro, I'm checking your album out now. He's like, what do you think? And I was like, bro, I love that you're showing your artistic side, because he's one of those artists that not just he's a rapper, he's an actual artist. Yeah. And I'm glad he's not afraid to show that to the following and just to the people that whoever's listening. And that's one of the things that I really liked about this project. I don't know if you heard the whole thing.
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing.
What you think about
it? Man, my favorite track was Running Away. It kind of had like that reggae vibe to it. Yeah. That was my favorite track. That was real dope. And that Taking It Slow, I like that one a lot.
Taking It Slow is one of my favorites.
It was a good vibe, bro. It was a good vibe. Like you said, real artistic. Like it wasn't talking about the same old thing. Like he put a lot of thought into it. It was dope.
I mean, from the cover itself was different. Facts. But yeah, so shouts out to my boy Too Raw, man, and make sure you check out his project Before the World Ends. And it's pretty dope. Available on all streaming services.
Yeah, look under OMG Too Raw.
Yeah, you got to be on OMG Too Raw. What else you got, man?
Man, Ghetto Princess dropped a new single on a mission. I know you was a big fan about that, right?
Huh?
You was a big fan of that one, right?
Before this track, we talked about Ghetto Princess, and I was like, bro, like, what's the big hype? You know what I'm saying? So then I was like, let me check her out.
It's funny, bro. We always like opposites.
Yeah.
Because I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that Nova G, like that track she got with Big Tony.
No, I mean, I fuck with it. Yeah. I was just kind of like questioning, like, what's the big hype about?
But I like the music, bro. I think it's real dope.
So I took the time and actually checked out. I went to her catalog on Apple, and then hit randomize and just started listening to their stuff. Yeah. And then the new single came out on a mission. And I was like, okay, I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like her stuff. And you know what made me really, really like her as an artist and as a person?
What's that?
My boys from Road Dogs, Rolly and Ashley, they had her on her show.
Already.
And you get to know the person, and it's fucking cool ass vibes. Yeah. And it's like, oh, this, you know what I'm saying? She young, but she
seemed like she real cool.
She cool as hell. So it was like, okay, let me give her, that benefit of the doubt. Next, check out her music. And she's got that, the little ghetto voice, and you know what I'm saying? It's pretty fucking dope, man. Shout out to Ghetto Princess.
Already.
On a Mission, latest single that came out here last week. Any thoughts on that before we move on?
It wasn't my favorite Ghetto Princess song, but it was cool. I liked a lot of her older stuff. I liked a lot of her older stuff. Like I was saying, it's just funny, bro, because me and you like be on the opposite spectrum of shit. Yeah. But it was dope. But it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. Cool. Well, shit. Three quick news we're going to touch on right quick. You know what I'm saying? We don't got too much details on these news. So we're just going to, quick announcement. Cassette Coast announced his new EP is dropping soon. He's been teasing us with this new project for a while now. Just like anything else from Cassette Coast, he's worth the wait. He takes his time dropping his projects. But, it is coming soon, he said.
I want to see this drop.
Candyman announced he's dropping his new tee. Candyman from Dun Deal Records just announced he's dropping a tee called Still Sipping Texas Tea. Candyman Still Sipping Texas Tea.
Oh, really?
From Exoticos Juices, something like that. Let's see what else we have here on the news. We have XB Valentine. Well, my boy Smooth Vega brought out Royce the 5'9" for the Nothing Beats Experience podcast. Did an interview with him, and later on they jumped into the studio with his Smooth Vega's artist called XB Valentine. XB Valentine is a very talented artist. She's got a lot of dope music with a lot of legends. She's got, obviously she's got this Royce the 5'9". She's got West Side Boogie on the track. She's got Bone Thugs and Harmony. A lot of dope ass music coming from XB, so make sure you check her out as well on all streaming services. It's an artist coming out of Austin, Texas, and she's coming out of Fort Worth at the moment. What else we got, man? Swisher House announced a new release. They're releasing a new project. It's gonna be like let me see, where's it at? You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Okay, Swisher House alumni tapes coming soon.
Damn.
With Fellow, Big Tyke, Big Pick, Coda Bang, Archie Lee, D Green, Lil Young, Lester Roy, Lil Mario, Surreal, and Magno. I haven't heard of Magno in fucking years.
That's dope.
So that's going to be dope. Something to keep your eye on if you're out here in the Houston area, wherever the hell you're at, and you're a fan of Swisher House.
Yeah, Magno Rick that whole on that Lil Young, man.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite track on that album.
Yeah. I got an unreleased Magno track if you want it. What? I do. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. But shit, those were the quick news of the week. Now, Mr. Never Die, talk to us. Who is your artist of the week?
Well, my artist of the week, I'm going to have to go with Young MB. He won the Straight Outta Texas show.
Sounds biased.
hey, I can't lie, bro. I saw him about to go on stage. I'm like, hey, bro, if you win this contest, I'm going to put you my artist of the week on the Texas Underground radar. And he won it.
Yeah.
So he my artist of the week. I'm a man of my word. What can I say?
Shouts out to Young MB, man. Before you give us more feedback on that, he's going to be joining the show as part of his package deal. He does get an interview with us on the JVaz show. So, keep your eyes on that. And but talk to us. Why did you pick him? Besides, he won Straight Outta Texas.
Man, I've been watching him for a little bit. The first time I saw him, he did a feature with G Love. That was the first time I had heard of him. And then he had actually went out of town with us to the Valley when we did Highway Fest 3. And man, I just been seeing him around ever since then. He puts himself in the place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you start seeing him. He a real good dude, man. Like he be in the mix. He don't just be sitting in the corner like being stuck up and shit. He in the mix, just like at Straight Outta Texas, Young Star was performing. He was doing "Want to Be a Baller" and shit. Young MB was right next to him, and Young Star was even hollering at her. Shit, I got footage. Young Star sitting there hollering at him and shit. So he be in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He out there networking. He put in the work, and he young. He talented, and I don't know, bro. He got next.
That's what's up, man. I need to tap into more of his music.
Yeah, he got some good music, bro. He's new to the game, but like I said, I told him, I'm like, bro, you win this contest, you're going to be my artist of the week. So he did it. So I'm a man of my word. So he's my artist of the week.
Young MB. Shouts out to him. Make sure you check him out on all streaming services. We'll have the link on the description of the podcast description of the video. A segment we started last episode before the Mole Hustle, man, and we got a couple of answers. Is what happened to that artist? What happened to that boy? And I was asking, there was an artist by the name of Merciless, and when I got introduced to Merciless, it was because of the Lone Star Riders, right? And then you told me he was actually from Cali, and we released the video, and shouts out to everybody that stuck around, because that was towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So you people actually saw the whole damn episode. So shouts out to you. We're going to be giving a giveaway. We're going to have a giveaway on the next episode.
Okay.
And you can catch that. I'm not going to tell you when, but at some point on the show, we're going to talk about it. And we're going to have a painting that we're going to be giving away to whoever comments. We'll find out how exactly we're going to give it away. But anyways, I say all that to say this. I was asking about Merciless. What happened to Merciless? Because I haven't heard any of his music. And we had a couple comments that told us he was from Funky Aztecs.
Yeah.
And, they were the ones that released the song with Tupac.
With Tupac already.
Yeah. And it's actually available on Apple. I checked it out, and it's actually pretty fucking dope.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's actually pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I'd heard it, but it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Been a minute since I heard it.
Merciless actually changed his name to Merc 100 Man.
Already.
Merc 100 Man. So I looked him up. He hasn't dropped anything in a couple of years. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but possibility he's locked up, to my understanding. And again, I might be wrong, so let me know if I'm wrong, but I believe he's locked up at the moment. Maybe that's why we haven't heard any of his music. So shouts out to everybody that let us know what happened to Merciless. He changed his name to Merc 100 Man. So this week is your week. You're going to talk to us about what happened to that boy.
Man, I'm going to say what happened to that girl.
What happened to that
I want to
girl?
see what happened with Powder.
Powder.
Man, she was one of my favorite female MCs. I can't even lie, man. I did see her at Day of Unity. I didn't take no pics of Day of Unity, but I saw Powder and I was like, hey, I got to get a pic with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to find out a little bit more with what's going on with Powder. So y'all know anything, let me know.
Alrighty, so that is kind of, every dope house female kind of just disappeared. We got Powder, and I mean, this is not part of the episode, no more of the segment, but Pimpstress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What happened to Pimpstress too?
And what was that album that her and Carolyn were good? Was it Dope Queens?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And what was the other chick?
Powder and Carolyn were supposed to put an album. I think it was called Dope Queens or something.
Narcotica. What was the other chick's name?
Yeah.
She had Dope House tattooed on her titty.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember her name.
Yeah. But yeah, shit, that's besides the point. What else we got, Mr. Never Die?
Well, we're going to wrap this up with the with the Texas OG classic album. And this week, I'm going to go with Flatline, Respect My Gangster.
Respect My Gangster.
Rest in peace to Flatline, man. And
R.I.P. to the legend, man.
Yeah, man, this was a really dope album. One of my favorite tracks was In the Game featuring SPM. And like I've been preaching on here, that storytelling, he was hitting it with the storytelling. And I want to know who that girl on that hook was, because she was killing that hook. And Where Did I Go Wrong? Of course, that's one of his most famous songs. Mama Don't Cry, I'm Grinding, One Brick at a Time featuring J-Dog. And man, he had so many dope-ass features on there. He had Bun B, Killer Corleone, Lil Kiki, Brian Angel, Day 26. He had Lil Bing and Lucky on there. Trey, Pyrex, Ronnie Spencer. Like, the list goes on and on. He was a legend, man. His albums would be packed.
Yeah.
Packed with dope-ass music. So, man, rest in peace to Flatline. And y'all be sure to check that out, man. Flatline Respect My Gangster. It's a dope-ass album.
R.I.P. to Flatline, man. Before we wrap this up, make sure you guys stick around. Coming up, we got guest that's stopping by the studio, Adrian Angelo. We're going to talk about his project called Chunk the Deuce. But before we get into all of that, man, just a quick shout out to everybody once again that's been listening, everybody that's been watching. We appreciate you guys going through this process with us.
Yeah. As
you guys can see, we're trying to get better with the quality of the video, quality of the audio. We're still having technicalities. But again, it's all... learning pains.
Trying to be more prepared.
Trying to be more prepared, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, we're trying to get better with the lighting, trying to get everything figured out as we go into this, to bring this kind of entertainment to you guys, where it's like the updating you guys with what's going on with the underground scene, with not just Texas, but that's our main focus. But we're trying to get involved everywhere else.
Definitely.
Later on. But shouts out to y'all for
y'all reach
tuning in.
out to us. Y'all reach out to us and let us know what's going on.
Yeah. Keep us in the loop, because again, there's only so much time we can spend on social media, because outside of this, we got other shit going on in life. So if you guys, if you're an artist and you got something coming up, say DM it to us, to me or Mr. Never Die at the JVaz Show, or at Mr. Never Die, or email it to us at the info at the JVaz Show. You can find all those links on the description of the podcast. And again, if you know what happened to Powder, if you know what happened to Pimpstress, shoot us a DM as well, or leave a comment on the video and let us know what happened to them. And hopefully that helps us dig a little bit more. And who knows, maybe somehow one of these artists pop up into the show later on this year, or later on these next couple of months
already.
But any last minute words, Mr. Never Die?
Hey, if you feeling this podcast and you want your own podcast, And y'all holler at my boy JVaz over here at Creative Mind Studios. He'll get you right, man. He produces other people's podcasts too, so don't get it twisted, man. You could be looking fly too. You could have your own show, whatever you want to create. That's why it's Creative Mind Studios.
Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, we do have this podcast studio. We have 3 different setups. We have this table set up. We have the futons where you can see, you usually see Road Dogs, you see Crimp's Crib, the School with Cool. The list goes on. We do production for a lot of the podcasts out here in Houston.
Oh, really?
And it's different. It's different for everybody. Different budgets. We work with your budget. So just hit us up at Creative Minds HCX or just on my personal page. I am JVaz or the JVaz Show. I got a shit ton of fucking Instagram pages. Whichever page you find that has my picture on it, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? But once again, shouts out to everybody watching. Shouts out to everybody listening, man. I'm your host, JVaz.
And this your boy Never Die, man. Much love, y'all.
And you've been watching the Texas Underground Radar. And we'll be back next week. Yeah. Got another special guest next week. We have Lil Young joining us. Lil Young from the Swisher House joining us, and Young MB as well.
Hey, that gonna have to be the Young episode. Why can't we say Young?
Yo. He turned Asian and shit.
That boy sound like Busta Rhymes.
But once again, appreciate you guys tuning in. We got a lot of dope shit coming out. We got Lil Young, we got Sam Knight, we got Young Easy, Miss Gold. I was gonna say Gangsta Nip. No,
Ghetto
we don't.
Princess.
Ghetto Princess. and God knows who else is gonna stop by the show, man. So make sure you guys stay tuned. We're about to take this break and we're gonna come right back.
Subscribe.
With this, special guest this week, Adrian Angelo, coming up right after this.
Hit that alert.
Hey, as we promised, we got a special guest with us today, as you can see. Or actually, you're seeing me. But as you can see now, as you can see, we got a special guest joining us. And, as I mentioned, Never Die put me on your music.
Oh, really?
And he mentioned your music like 3-4 times on them episodes. And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? What
My
exactly
dog.
are you talking
My
about?
dog.
And...
What is your name, sir? Who are you?
I was gonna let him do his intro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, keep going. Yeah, keep going. This is great.
I like where this is going.
I like this going.
Keep hyping me up. Keep hyping me up.
Stop it. My name is Adrian Angelo, man.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, you get it. You know what I'm saying?
Adrian Angelo, you know what I'm saying, from H-Town, you know what I'm saying, born and raised. I started off doing Christian rap, man, in 2002.
See, and that's a question I said in the episode.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I didn't want to throw you in a box.
Yeah, I am excited about this episode, man.
Yep.
I want to thank y'all really for having me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it in, man. I have a question for y'all, though. I want to know, like, because...
Hey, you got a question for us, bro?
It's been a while since I've been interviewed.
Why is it a question of it, whether it's a Christian album or, like, why is it like, I think it is, but it's like, I don't know. Why is it like...
Nah, I didn't want to put you in a box, bro.
That's what's up.
I mean, some people getting their feelings about being put in a box. I don't give a fuck. Like I say, I'm a Texas Latin rapper. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, they're getting their feelings. I don't ever want to put anybody in a box. But I heard the music was very positive, very grown manish. You know what I'm saying? Like you speaking on grown things. So, but I definitely heard the influence in there. But I didn't just want to throw you in that box.
No, that's what's up. And it's a Christian album, man. Like, that's all I know. I've been doing Christian rap since 2002. You know what I mean? I started off by the name Blessed. You know, so that's how everybody starts off. You know, so everybody has to get, you got to get that real churchy name, you know what I'm saying? But no, man, I was grinding that solo dolo until like 2010, 2011, all right, let me see. In 2002, I hopped on a compilation that was put together by Del Eugene on Del Eugene Records called Voices. I dropped a track called Forgive Me on that in 2002. Then in like 2005, I was on a compilation called Slow Lane Chronicles. And it was actually something that Much Love Records and Southern Hospitality put out. And Paul Wall screwed and chopped it.
That's dope.
So yeah, that was real done. That was like the Paul Wall we know today. That was like the Color Change and Click Paul Wall, DJ Paul Wall. Yeah.
So when you got into music, it's always been considered Christian hip hop?
Yeah. The first time I got into a studio, man, I was a Christian rapper.
Yeah.
Dope.
I guess my question of the whole, I guess, being interested in this is what made you want to become a Christian rapper? And the only reason I ask that is because when you think of hip hop, everybody's so influenced by everything else except for, you know, God, right? To be honest.
No, that's
because everybody listens to hip hop and they want to praise the cars, the women, and everything else. What made you be like, you know what, bro? Like, let me dedicate my art to something bigger than that.
I got saved at 18. You know what I'm saying? So I was still a youngster, and I messed around with freestyling and stuff like that at the house parties, man. And then I got into church, and I was like, man, I can't rap. You know what I'm saying? And I did the whole, you know what I'm saying? I'm a changed man. You know what I'm saying? My life was touched by God, man. And it was, you know what I'm saying? It was. I heard the truth, and the truth set me free. I wasn't facing a life sentence. I wasn't facing death or nothing like that, man. I wasn't losing somebody, so I didn't go and like, oh God, if you help me out of this, man, I'll serve you. Nothing like that, man. I was happy in my sin. You know what I'm saying? I was happy with the money I was making. I was happy with the cars I was driving. You know what I'm saying? The women I was knocking down. I was loving it. But I heard the truth, and the truth set me free, man. And so that's all I knew. And then one day at a youth service, they asked me to rap. Like, man, get up here and just freestyle. Like, nah, you don't want to do that, homeboy. I don't know if y'all want that. And I did it, man. I ended up, doing like a 5-minute flow or something like that. So, man, there's Christian rap. And then to answer your question, like, what made me want to do it, and this is going to be crazy, but SPM. SPM influenced me to be a Christian rapper. I came up on SPM, you know what I'm saying, before, I grew up on that, you know what I'm saying, Hustle Town, Power Moves, even before that, Hill with Hustler, you know what I mean, all that. And I was a huge SPM fan, man. I was like, look, like, there's a Mexican doing it. Like, we ain't really accepted in this thing, and they're accepting this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I was an SPM fan. And then when I started going to church, you know what I'm saying, they started, of course, hey, you don't listen to that no more, and hey, you don't do that no more here, and, you listen to this. Mm-hmm. And so I heard New Wine, and I had seen him before, because he was like on like local television doing videos and stuff at late night. And so I knew about, saying Christian rap and stuff like that, but when I went to the church, I started listening to it, and New One had a song with SPM called, I think, Beans and Collard Greens or something like that. And SPM's on there talking about God, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, what?
Because I think I had seen an interview where he said he wanted to be a Christian rapper at first, or something like that.
Yeah, he was rocking with it tough. And this was during the whole, you know what I'm saying, the trial and everything he was going through, man. That's when I heard that. And I was like, man, this dude's rapping about God. Like, and I know Buddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I met SPM, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a mutual friend. Like, we would go to a place called American Audio over there in A-Leaf. And that's where, we get our systems and stuff done. SPM would come through. We had a mutual friend. So I met him, man, and went and saw him in South Padre, you know what I'm saying? Kicked it with him. I was young, like 14 years old, something like that. But when I saw him rapping for God, man, I was like, I want to do that. Yeah. Like, I want to do that, man. I want to give people hope. You know what I'm saying? I want to give something different. And it started off with just freestyles, man, in Moody Park at outreaches. And then I got in the studio, and then I started doing prison ministry, you know what I'm saying? Going to prisons and rapping. And I just kept doing it, man. And I was never money motivated. Like, that's one thing. Like, I never saw music as a business. Like, I want to do this to help people, man, to give hope. And that's what I did, man. It's from 2002 to today, man. I've still been doing it. You know what I'm saying? I joined a group in 2010, maybe 2011, something like that. I joined the World Rejects, and we did some things. And then now I'm back solo, changed my name to Adrian Angelo, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same message, man. It's just a different delivery. I'm not sure what you're gonna hear, you know what I'm saying? And I think what I do is needed, man, because when you think of Christian hip hop, man, right? A lot of Christian hip hop it comes from dudes that either just got out of the penitentiary, on their way to the penitentiary and trying to avoid it. Their lives are in shambles, you know what I'm saying? They're on drugs, their wives done left them, whatever it be, and so they come and they're like, man, I'm saved now, and now I don't want to live this life, so all I know is just praise God, know the sin. Sin is, you know what I mean? I'm not a sinner no more. I recited this prayer in this warehouse, you know what I'm saying, after this dude, and now I don't sin no more. And that's the message they give you. You know what I'm saying? So they have that. You have that type of Christian rapper, right? Like, and it's like baby Christians. It really, really is. You know what I'm saying? That's when you hear like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I used to be a club in the thug, but now I praise the Lord on, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And
that's what I was saying about Lucky Luciano. Like, it's makes it weird. You know, you're 2 years ago, you're over here popping bottles, fucking bitches. This is what that's what I said. You know, it was funny and whatnot. People thought it was funny, but I didn't mean it to be. I was just like, you were talking about this, and then a year later, you're over here telling me I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
And then, I get what he's saying. He's not telling me what I should and shouldn't do. He's just telling me what changed his life.
Yeah.
But when you're listening as a fan, it's just kind of like.
Yeah, you want the old. Of course, we want the old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember seeing like cross movement. You know what I'm saying? And these are like Christian rap has been around since the late '80s. Like, this ain't nothing new, man. It's just now it's popular. Now it's a lane. Yeah. Now it's marketable. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's been around since the late '80s, early '90s. You know what I'm saying? And there was a group called the Cross Movement, and they were on BET. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to hate seeing their video though, because I didn't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, ass shaking and talking about them streets, you know what I'm saying, talk about that. So of course nobody wants that. You know what I'm saying? We all desire sin. Like that's just the world we live in, man. But there's also just an alternate to that, man, and that's what I want to give. So you have that, man, like, and it's needed. Like what Lucky's doing is needed, bro, because there's some dudes that are coming out of the same thing that he is, and they're relating to it. Yeah. And whatever you can relate to, man, do it. And then that's the thing, though. You have the baby Christian, because Lucky's a baby Christian. And nothing against him. You know what I'm saying? He's an OG in this game. He's a legend in the game. Facts. But Christian, with God, he's a baby. Yeah. You know, when we talk about being born again, you got to renew your mind, you got to change your mind, things like that. So you have those, you know what I'm saying? It's just, man, right now he's honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? Everything's good. Everybody's, you know what I'm saying, is straight. I'm straight. God's good, man. I'm blessed, you know what I'm saying? Then you have the ones that get a little older in the faith, and they taking a couple of classes. So now they're like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm this and I'm that, and I don't do this, and you shouldn't do it. So now they're forcing it on you. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? I serve in my church. You should serve in your church. I do this. You should do this. And that's where we talked about that too. It's kind of like they push it on you because they no longer have it to where it's like, man, I'm a baby Christian. Now I got a little bit of knowledge, and now I'm going to put this knowledge and I'm going to beat you with it. And then you have people like me, man, which there ain't a lot like me. But now, or then you have the ones that are just completely, you know what I'm saying, fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying? The church hurt me and this and that and that and this. And you know, I don't believe in God. I don't do none of that. I'm going back to the streets. It's like, man, God never failed you. Man failed you. And now you're taking out, but you have that. You have the baby Christians, then you have the adolescents, you know what I'm saying? And then you have the ones that have been hurt and fall away. Me, bro, I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? I know that, yeah, the church has hurt me. You know what I'm saying? And I've hurt people, you know what I'm saying, in the church. I'm guilty just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm a flawed man. You know what I'm saying? We all are. But I know God has never failed me. Yeah. So that's why that's why you say it sounds grown, man. Because I can. I'm not a dude that I'm actually delivered. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, like, I didn't really mess with alcohol before I even met Jesus. My dad died of alcoholism. So when I saw him, you know what I'm saying, getting his pamper changed in our living room because of cirrhosis of the liver and stuff, I didn't want to mess with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I was never a heavy drinker. Do I drink? Man, give me a reason to. Give me something to celebrate. We'll talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You picking up the tab? We'll talk. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But I've never been that, I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? And even people talk, well, you're a Christian. How come, you know, you shouldn't drink? In the Bible, man, on the day of Pentecost, when Peter was talking to everybody and the Holy Spirit came upon their shoulder, they're like, man, these dudes are drunk. Peter didn't say, oh no, man, I'm a disciple of the Lord. I'm a man of God. Alcohol doesn't touch these lips. He didn't say nothing like that. He said, man, chill out. It's only 9 a.m. That was his answer. Yeah. Hey, man, cool out, man. It's early in the day. Man, I ain't drunk. It's too early. You know what I'm saying? Now you catch us on a Friday night with
some hornitos.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might get a different answer. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't feel, man, I should put, if you can't drink, man, then don't drink. But don't tell me I can't. Yeah. If you can't handle it, that's you. Don't tell me I can't. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at, man. Don't tell me how to walk. I'm a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? I've done the cult thing. I've done the, oh man, to be accepted, you got to do this, and you got to put on this facade, and you better say this, and you don't say fuck, you say freak, and you say damn, you say dang. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I've done all that.
See, that's where I'm at with you know the idea of religion. I'm very like I said, I grew up a Catholic. You know what I mean? but I dislike those people. And again, it's nothing against religion or God. It's about those people that make it hard for people like myself that already struggle with that belief to get into it. When you're trying to tell me, I mean, I went to church the other day. Yeah, I went to church the other day, and I tried to leave. You know what I'm saying? I had somewhere to go, and it was already over. Right? They were talking about the announcements, so I'm trying to leave, and this lady's like, "Stop!" And I'm like, "What happened?" He needs to leave first. I said, "Ma'am, whatever." I went to the other door. She got mad. I like, we're not supposed to worship anybody else more than God, right? Why am I supposed to wait for this dude to get out before I do? They're talking about donations and stuff that I'm clearly not going to do. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, stuff like that bothers me. And what was the other one? Trying to tell me where to sit. Oh, sit in the front. Yeah. I said, I'm good right here. No, we need you to sit in the front. I was like, I need you to get out of my space. I said, I'm good right here. He gets all frustrated. I'm like, bro, you better be happy I'm even here, bro. I haven't been here in years.
And you don't know why I'm here. You don't know this is my last straw. You don't know after this, bro, it's done for.
And it's like, what difference does it make if I sit here in the front? Can I just be where I'm comfortable to be here, not where you want me to be? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, no, and then the people that...
It sounds like you have a problem with authority, JVaz.
I really do.
That's what it comes down to, man. Don't nothing.
No, but... And like you said, I cuss a lot, unfortunately. And every now and then I throw in that, God damn. And then people are like, don't mention God. I'm like... In my head, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Oh, you using God's name in vain. I was like... I get it, but chill out. Like, to me, it's not that serious. Now, I'm completely ignorant when it comes to religion, and I mean that in the way of I don't read the Bible, so I don't know what's good or what's wrong or stuff like that. So I respect that when they correct me.
Yeah.
But there's a way to correct me. Don't act like I'm 5 and you're trying to like stop. Yeah, stop saying goddamn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's what bothers me when it comes to religion. It's like, bro, I'm already struggling with it as is. And you're not making it any easier.
And see, it's not like I'm gonna sit here and say I listen to a lot of Christian rap. I mean, I really don't listen to any, but like
you listen to me, you all right?
Listening to your album, like it wasn't. That's why I wasn't like I'm just gonna sit there and say you a Christian rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's very positive, but you weren't like pushing nothing or like it was some good H-Town, Texas style music. You know what I'm saying?
It's me, bro.
Yeah,
I'm a Houston boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the city. You know what I'm saying? I love God, man. I love God and I love music, and I try to put those things together. You know what I mean? As best as I can. And yeah, man, it's not my place, man, to tell people that they're doing wrong.
Yeah.
You know you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta tell you. You know what I'm saying? All I gotta
you
do
even
is
say something like that in your album.
Man. Yeah. When I end it with a prayer, you know what I'm saying? I end it with a worship song and a prayer, and people are like, man, I don't know if it's Christian. All right.
Never die.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's just, man, where I'm at is I'd rather just love you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just love you. And I think that's a better way to reach you.
That's what people need. That's what people need.
Because you think about it, you know what I'm saying? I've talked about this before, you know, my dog David, man. Shout out to them damn Mexicans, you know what I'm saying?
Already.
My God, he said damn.
People need love, you know what I'm saying? Like with your child. You know what I'm saying? I'm a dad. You know what I'm saying? So there's sometimes where my kid messes up and I wanna I'll cut you off if I could right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'll knock you out, you know what I'm saying? I'll shake you uncontrollably. And, you know, but you tell them like, oh man, we're not gonna do this, we're not gonna do that. Hey, forget about, you know, what I told you we're gonna get, forget this and all that. And then you really see how like sorry they are. Not sorry that they got caught, but man, I failed my dad. Like, man, I messed up. You know what I'm saying? And you see that, like, man, they're hurt. It's like, oh, you learned that lesson, huh? All right, let's go, man. Let's go get you that. Or I get it, because you know that lesson learned. Sometimes I ain't got to tell them. I don't got to tell them, man, you're doing wrong for doing this. You're doing this wrong. Man, I just got to let them get that lesson. You know what I'm saying? Because God can teach them way better than I can. And that's how I feel, man. Like, the Holy Spirit can convict you. I can't. I can tell you you know what I'm saying, this, and this till I'm blue in the face. That ain't don't mean you're going to change. Yeah. A lot of times you're going to go harder. Okay,
Yeah.
sit in the front row, watch. I'm gonna sit in the second row.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna almost get there, but
Childish as me is like, nope. Every day I come, I'm sitting in the back.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's because they run you off, man. They run you off with a lot of times they don't give you the love of God, they give you the rules of God.
Yeah.
And I say this a lot, man. Western civilization Christianity pretend to live a PG life while claiming to follow a rated R book. And the Bible is full of murderers, adulterers, and these are the ones that God used.
Yeah.
Liars, you know what I'm saying? But that's who they were. And God saw them, man. God saw them and used them regardless of what they like their flaws.
Because that's who's gonna reach the real people.
Bro,
It makes it easier to reach. Yeah.
yeah, because you feel them. You relate. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's why even pushing this album, I'm explaining every track. You know what I'm saying? I explain my songs to let you know, man, look, this is how you can relate. This isn't me shoving nothing down your throat. This isn't me compromising.
Yeah.
Man, this is me being real. Because I know at the end of the day, man, you have stuff that you're going through that nobody knows. You have stuff that you've done that you're going to take to the grave. And that guilt eats you up.
I'm feeling attacked right now. How do you know I'm going through something, bro?
So we all are.
I haven't told nobody this. What the hell?
Man, you either in a trial, you're coming out of a trial, or you're going into a trial. You know what I'm saying? It's just a life we live if you're growing.
Yeah.
Now, if you're not growing, then you ain't going through nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's it. But when you're growing, man, we're gonna go through things. And we should mess up.
Part of
Anybody tells you,
life, yeah.
if anybody tells you they didn't mess up, bro, they're prideful.
Yeah.
Y'all, you just didn't see that as your mess up. You put the blame on somebody else. And a lot of times people will make themselves, in people's stories, they'll make themselves the victim or the hero. They're never the ones, they're never the antagonists.
Yeah.
They're never the ones that did wrong. They're the ones that got done wrong, you know what I'm saying, or did right by somebody. You know what I mean? And me,
see-
man, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
And see, that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about your project, which we're gonna get into here in a second. It's titled "Chunk the Deuce."
Yeah.
What made it enjoyable? Because, like I told you, I've never really heard a full Christian hip hop album,
Yeah,
or
me
Christian
neither.
album.
That's dope,
period.
bro.
Me neither.
That's dope. That's dope. Thank y'all, man,
You know
for
what I
checking
mean?
it out.
So whenever I heard it, it was like, I see why Never Die was kind of confused, because it's music that you're not just throwing it on my face like, you know,
I don't sound like I'm in a cult.
It's Christian, it's Christian, it's Christian. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying? And it's music with the twist in a way, like what's it called? Clap for her. I think- yeah.
And I want to verify something. Any woman that wants to, you know what I'm saying, make it clap during that song, I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying, you know what
We
I'm
gonna
saying?
clap for you too,
Yeah,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put that out there. Don't think you can't. You know, we'll call it praise twerking. It's all right.
You gonna see DJ Taco playing it, bro.
Paradise City.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Coming to Show Palace soon. Don't worry about it.
Nah, but that's what made that project and, you know, the whole project as a whole enjoyable to me, because it's like,
Thank you, bro.
I'm listening to it and I'm not being forced to believe anything. I'm just enjoying music that I like. With if your mind is open enough, you're gonna get the message.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the message while you enjoy the music.
The word of God's all through it, bro. I just don't say, oh, you know what I'm saying, John 15, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I just don't give you the address of the scripture, but that's scripture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think reviews. Reviews, I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Getting better with age like fine wine, but gotta change my skins like Fortnite. Old and new don't mix well, crush these grapes myself, no way, gonna waste mine. The Bible says you can't put old wine in new wineskin because it'll bust and the wine will be wasted. That's a scripture. But I just don't say, hey, you know, the word of God, da, 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 and that's why it's devil music. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm gonna do me, man. I've been on this too long to care about anybody's opinion of what I should do and what, man, I've seen too much fruit, you know what I'm saying, of what I've done over the years. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't care about their opinion. You know what I'm saying? None of them even been doing it as long as me to have an opinion.
It's needed, bro. It's needed.
Yeah, man, it is. And that's what I do, man. That's what I always want to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to get the truth. Now, mind you, I'm a go out like I started. You know what I'm saying? I started off a Christian rapper. Now, do I mind if you put me in a box? Yeah, I kind of do. You know what I'm saying? I am the one like, man, don't do that, man. Like, don't do that. Listen to the music. Don't just put me in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a box that's inside of a box. I'm a Hispanic H-Town Christian rapper, bro. Like, that's like, I'm not listening to that. You know what I'm saying? But I just listen to music, but that's how I started. So it wouldn't be right for me to start as that, and then my last album, I'm El Chapo. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, now that you mention it, it's funny because when I actually ran into you before Never Die mentioned you. I ran into you on TikTok, and I saw the video, and I was like, oh, it's like country. You know what I'm saying? You're in there with Cowboy.
Yeah.
What video was that one?
Mama Said, man. That's
Mama Said, right?
It's a song
which is on the next project. Yeah.
It's on this project, man. It's a song dedicated to my mom. My mom's a huge country fan. Like she, you know what I'm saying?
That's one of my all-time favorite songs, Leonard Skinner, Simple Man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I was like, man, how can I take this old school classic rock?
I actually sampled it.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
And then put a little bit of country and then still keep it with them country rap tunes on it, man.
Really?
But it was for my mom, you know what I'm saying? Like it was something dedicated to my mom.
That's
and
dope.
she loves country, man. Like my mom.
That was your mom on the video too?
That's my mom in the video too, man. Yeah, I got it, shout out to my mom, man. So I can't make a song about her and not have her in it. And and all them people that are dancing, that's all my family. Those are sisters, nephews, nieces, you know what I'm saying? Those are my kids. So yeah, that's what we do, man.
Yeah.
I'm
so yeah, when I saw it, it didn't even cross my mind like, oh, he's a Christian artist. It was more like oh shit, it's got a little country feel to it.
Yeah.
And same when I saw you Live and Strive in the H. When I saw you perform that, like it don't grab you as a Christian song. You know what I'm saying? It's just a dope ass song,
bro. I do music. That's the thing. Christian rap is for Christians. I don't care what they say. Don't tell me it's not. Don't tell me you're for the streets. The streets don't understand what you're saying. Yeah. The streets don't know hermeneutics. The streets don't know theology. You know what I'm saying? So it's not for the streets. It's for people that are in church. You know what I'm saying? Those are for already Christians. Bro, I want to do music for the Muslims, the Buddhists, the ones that believe in the stars and
Scientologists.
Yeah, bro. Everybody needs encouragement, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody's people. They're people. It's just what they've been taught. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's not their fault. It's what they gravitated to when they're in a time of need. That showed up as truth to them. Who am I to knock it?
A lot of time their parents.
Who am I to knock it, bro? I'm just gonna encourage you. And you know what? The truth is gonna show out in the end. I ain't gotta sit here and argue with you.
Yeah.
I'll never argue with you about the word of God, bro. I ain't got time to do that.
That's what you
That's
feel,
stupid
man.
to me. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is gonna show up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna love you where you're at, and I'll correct you when I feel the need to correct. Other than that, man, we're gonna keep it moving, and I'm just gonna love you through it.
Thanks.
Shout out to Trap Sauce, man. She says whenever she was like, "Oh, you're like a gangster preacher." I'm like, all right, I'll take that. That's what's up.
You been spending a lot of game, bro.
Bro, it's almost 20 years in this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, it's crazy because a lot of people that y'all are calling like legends and stuff, like, oh, that dude's a legend in the game. Or, bro, I have no idea who y'all talking about.
Yeah. Like
quite a few, and it's nothing like, oh, these dudes ain't on my level. Nothing like that. It's just I was busy building a Christian rap lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I was, bro. I came in, I went to a winter retreat, and I burned all my Screw tapes, bro. I love Screw. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on DJ Screw. I grew up on SPM. My older cousin, you know what I'm saying? He's the one that put me on like SPC and who else? Gangsta Nip. You know what I'm saying? Public Enemy, NWA, you know what I'm saying? Like he was the older, you know what I'm saying, the older stuff. But when I started becoming into my own, man, it was a screwed up clique, you know what I'm saying? SPM, Fifth Ward Boys, Ghetto Boys, things like that, man. Yeah. So I'm H-Town, man. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's who I am.
And I think that's what helps create, Adrian Angelo, the artist. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it's got a hip-hop feel, but with the deeper message.
Yeah, bro, I'm just trying, there's enough, bro. There's enough people giving you just shoot them, fuck them, rob them, kill them. You know what I'm saying? That you can get that all day long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can listen to the radio and get that all day long. Bro, I'm trying to give you something different. I'm the music you might not want, but I'm the music you need it when you need it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all for that, bro. Whenever you want to
can ride to and you'll
something you can ride to, bro. You know what I'm saying? Something you could twerk to.
Clap for her. So, the project we're talking about is called Chung the Deuce. It dropped earlier this year. It has 9 tracks, 9-track EP. Mm-hmm. Is there, and I love that it's just under hip hop and rap. So again, this goes back to, I love that. You know what I'm saying? But, so I know when people sometimes when they put projects that are meaningful to them, they put them in a certain order. Is that the case on this project as well? And what order was this on? And why that order.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah.
JVaz.
I would, yeah. So I start off with Clowns, just to let everybody know I'm not the one to try in that booth.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian, but you know what I'm saying. You get bodied by a Christian nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't
say my name on the track. You know what I'm saying? That just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? The boy got bars. Then, of course, the Living, Striving, the H, I wanted people to be encouraged by that track, man. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that was, like, up. And I had already released it as a single, so I didn't want to put it, like, I wanted to put that early. I don't want them to be like, oh, well, he's already, released, like, the top songs. Like, that's all he has for it. Now, I want to get that out the way. Like, okay, let's put that out the way and let's get to the other dope tracks. And then it don't say it on the track list online, like on Spotify and Apple, but after Trusting You is one of my favorite tracks on that track, man. A lot of people sleeping on Trusting You, man, because I'm talking about my perfect woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about my girl. I wasn't even with her. I was solo dolo when I wrote this verse. But I'm talking about the perfect girl, man. Like what I would be happy with, like what would make me feel complete. And then what happens when she messes up? What happens when she, you know what I'm saying, is human? What happens when the perfect person is imperfect? What then?
Yeah.
So now you got to just trust God, man. You got to trust God for everything. So that's what that is. So I put that one out there. And then after Trusting You, though, goes into a skit. And it don't mention it on I forgot to put it when I uploaded the album. But that skit is called the Christian Interlude. And that's when I got your fans are church folks, Christians. They don't hear you singing to a bunch of murderers and rapists trying to cheer them up. Well, then they're not Christians then. Yeah. And so I wanted that to be known too. Like, man, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna do music with how God tells him to do it, and that's why it took 2 years to drop this album. To Live and Strive H is like a 2 or 3 years old. Like even when I did it at Hustle Town Network, it was older than that already. You know what I'm saying? So I go through things, man. You're never gonna get like a quick EP and they're all gonna sound the same.
Yeah.
I want to give, man. I was up here, I was down here. I was kind of in the middle here, you know what I'm saying? So it's just to give you all that, man. And then that's just what I want to do. I want to give you a full album, you know what I'm saying? So I go through things, man, and I'm going to tell you what I go through, and I'm going to try to help you out with it. You know? What
was that one skit where it was talking about, like, if you dying, the type of song that you want to hear? That was dope.
So After Mama Said is CHH Interlude, and that's Christian hip-hop. So I was talking to the Christian hip-hop community, man, like, the music you put out, you know what I'm saying, that, everything is good, everything is great, you know what I'm saying, I don't sin no more, and I hate weed, and women are yucky, and, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, all that stuff they talk, man, like, really? Like, that's the song you'll put out? Like, that's really what, we're talking about conviction, like, and you said, too, a lot of times the stuff you have heard Christian sounds forced.
Yeah.
That's because they're supposed to say that, you know what I'm saying? I rock. I'm all for mixing a Christian artist with with a mainstream artist. You know what I'm saying? I like when they again, New Wine was on SPM, got me to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
New Wine had Big Hawk on his album. Hawk, that's one of the hardest verses Big Hawk ever. And it's called God Loves Thugs. Go peep that song out, man. Hardest verse Hawk ever did. And I'm a huge Big Hawk fan. Again, so I grew up on this stuff. And so I'm all for them interacting. I know a lot of people don't like that. I like it. What I don't like is if when you get an artist on there and he's saying some real bubblegum stuff. Like, come on, bro. Like, no, you still go to the strip club. Like, no, bro, you still heavy in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you deep in sin. And don't act like you're not. Yeah. That's what I don't like, bro. Because it's fake. You know what I'm saying? It's a
people
facade.
See through that.
I'm trying to be real with people, man. Yeah. So I don't need you to put on a facade because I'm not putting on a facade. Yeah. If I wouldn't put on a facade, I would probably be a lot further in Christian hip hop than I am today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not the cross I want to carry, man. I don't care, bro. I don't care if Christians like me. Look, I don't do music for your kids. Yes, you can jam my album with the kids in it. Yes. But you might not get a song that you can from me. Yeah. Bro, I'm not responsible for raising your kids.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that earlier, bro. A couple times people have told me, bro, if you want to make some real money, become a Christian rapper. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna become a Christian rapper to make money. Like my whole life gotta change. Like that, that's gotta be in my heart and my soul. Like you can't play with that, bro. For real. And you cannot play with that.
And it's gonna be tested, bro.
Yeah.
And it's not even the oh, I saw that dude drinking, or oh, I heard that dude cussing, or oh, I saw that dude at the hotel, and like I'm not talking about that, bro. I'm talking about
Mr. Never Die on Bissonnette shit.
Yeah, bro.
At the McDonald's,
we're on Bissonnette, bro. Everybody know Bissonnette. We on Bissonnette. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We buy the Whataburger, the Burger King, and all that. Y'all know Rolos. Y'all know Bissonnette, bro. Yeah.
Whataburger. As a matter of fact.
But they're going to see, bro. They're going to see that you weren't about that life when you go and make moves that don't trust in God.
Yeah.
But when they do see, like, man, that dude failed. Man, I have 2 failed marriages while being a Christian. So I got saved at 18, bro. I got married at 19. I had no business being married. Had no business. Out there trying to make me a man of God, but I wasn't even a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? Married couples, pillars, they're strong pillars in the church, and they get married. Oh, y'all are dating. You know, we don't fornicate around here. You know, that's no with God. No. Get married. Bro, that wedding ring ain't going to stop your lust.
Yeah.
Now you're an adulterer. You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's big.
Now
But they teach you that, bro. They teach you, hey, here, do this to be accepted. Hey, do this to be used. Bro, when everybody left me, when nobody cared about, when everybody hated me because I failed, it's easy to love people when they're doing good.
Yeah.
But when they fail you, how are you going to react? When I failed and I had nobody, I realized that God was all I had and God was all I needed. And never again, bro, did I let somebody put me in a box. Never again did I let somebody, you know what I'm saying, try to get me to move a certain way or look a certain way, bro. You don't like me, then don't like me. I'd rather be rejected for being who I am than accepted for being a fake.
Correct.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And that's Adrian Angelo.
Yeah. That's dope, man. That's one thing that I always tell people whenever, you know, I've made it clear that I struggle with my beliefs, you know what I mean? And sometimes I ask a lot of questions. And like I told you earlier, it's just out of pure ignorance. You know what I mean? And people don't like that. But like you said, I'd rather people not like me for being ignorant than liking me because I fake this persona that, oh, I'm Christian.
Act like you know
yeah,
what you're about.
And my thing has always been like, you know, like I even had this conversation with my girl. She's very deep into religion. You know, she's Catholic, goes to church every Sunday. I'm the opposite. I go when I feel like it's really there. You know what I mean? Like I wake up one Sunday and it's like, I'm gonna go to church today. You know what I mean? And go. But anyways, I always tell her like, hey, like I'd rather, if the time comes and God's mad at me, you know, at the pearly gates or whatever because I had questions, then that's fucked up. Because I'd rather have questions and figure out why I should believe than just jump into, oh, I'm a Catholic because my mom said I am.
Yeah, just brainwashed.
Bro,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? And I was taught, man, that a lie can only go as far as the questions that are asked about it. You know what I'm saying? If I ask questions, every question I ask is getting closer to the actual truth. That's why people are like, man, quit asking me all these questions.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you about to catch me in a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what you get.
Yeah.
So when you get stuff like that, man, then yeah, you should question it.
The truth ain't hiding behind nothing.
Bro, there's a Bible app on your phone. You know what I'm saying? There's commentary that you can read. The reason Jesus was in Tabernacle every Sunday because that's the only place that they had the Bible at the time. That's where they had the copies of the scrolls of the written word of God. So yeah, you go there to hear it. Because hearing comes by faith comes by hearing the word of God. You know, since that's where they're going to church for. Like, man, this dude has it. We don't have this at the house, bro. We have it now. You can read the Bible for yourself. You can study the Bible for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can find your own answers. Knock, the door will be open to you. Seek, you will find. You know what I'm saying? The Bible says this. So that's where I'm at. Like, I'm all for people going to church, bro. Because again, I was in church for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, I was in ministry. I was doing all that for 10 years. I was good. And like I said, man, I didn't know nothing about anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, no, I don't listen to that. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about this right here. So I'm all for that separation. You need that. You need to get away from the familiar. You know what I'm saying? You talked about Lucky, man. I salute Lucky for what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He got away from the familiar. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. To make whatever you got to do to make change, whatever you got to do to get rooted. You know what I'm saying? Do it, man.
Like how many lives he's changing at the same time.
Yeah, but then there's growth, man. Now you shouldn't have to be fed by your pastor every weekend. You shouldn't be calling people, hey, man, pray for me. Man, pray for yourself. You know what I'm saying? My baby mama,
up,
you know what I'm saying? The people, man, the devil's attacking me. No, the devil's not attacking. You didn't go to work. Therefore, your check was low. Therefore, you couldn't pay your bills. Or that's not, the devil had shit to do with that.
Yeah.
That's bad decisions. And so you got to, it comes with.
Bro, it's straight up.
Bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, the devil's attacking me. I got a flat. No, that tire's bald. You should have changed it 3 months ago. The hell
Bro,
did
you had that tire since you bought the car in 2015, bro.
The devil had nothing to do with that, man.
Yeah.
You know
straight up, yeah.
But it's about growing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grown. I'm a grown man in this, bro. And I wanted to ask you too, because I'm even like at the point right now where like I feel like I'm a player coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still rapping, but also I got dudes that I speak with and dudes that I like to, you know what I'm saying, sew into and, you know what I'm saying, just never dies doing that all the time. You know what I'm saying? But even both of y'all, like, I'm looking to make that transition. I'm not going to be a rapper much longer. Probably not. No, I really did say this was going to be my last album. Like, I was no longer going to do music. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to move in. I write a script. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on a series. You know what I'm saying? I want to get behind the camera. I do camera. I do my own videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm hands-on with a lot of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I want to move on to that. And I want to know, like, how did y'all make that transition? Or, like, when did you know to make that transition, man? 'Cause I know you rap, too, correct? Yeah. Right? I know you still do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know you taking
I
that.
made that transition.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you have to a point where you're doing a manager thing. You know what I'm saying? You're venturing off into other things.
Yeah.
Like, when did you know, man? Like, that was, because I know a lot of people need to know that. Because there's some dudes out here that it's time for them to stop.
It's time for them to stop.
Who are you speaking about, Adrian?
They know.
These clowns. Hey, these clowns on track number 1. No, man. You know, it's funny because I have a song where, without me even trying, I'm not gonna say it was Christian hip hop, but without me even trying, that I did that song. Like I said, I curse a lot, right? Mm-hmm. And there's the song called "That's Life," where one day I was just in my room and just thinking about how life was treating me, right, and blaming everybody for what was happening, like you said. Mm-hmm. But it was just life being life, right? Because life is kind of life. It's called "That's Life." I have Coast on it. It's on YouTube. And I just think still on all streaming services, self promo and shit. But when I did that song, I just reflected on, you know, losing my brother, and then I talked about how I had been struggling for the last couple of years and having my dad's support. It was like a personal song, right? Yeah. So after I released that song, I sat there and I told myself, you know, I started getting good feedback. Somebody even commented on it's on the YouTube comments. They're like, "Man, we played this song at my homeboy's funeral." And that was like, bro, that's fucking big. You know what I'm saying? Like not even in I'm a platinum artist. It's big in the way of it meant that much to people. Yeah. So I sat there and I told myself, if I can't make music like this that people can relate to in a positive way, then I don't want to make music, because I don't want to sit here and talk about everything else. If I can't do this again, then I'm done. You're done. Okay. So I was able to do it again, but it wasn't from the heart no more. No, yeah, I get that. It was me trying to make other people feel the same way they felt with the first one. Yeah. So once I realized that I can write it, but this shit is so fake. Like, I don't feel like this no more. It was just kind of like, you know, I was real with myself, where it was like, I want people, if I wanted to have a message and I wanted people to relate to my music, and if I can't do that with a genuine intention behind it, then why do it? Then I'm not gonna do it. Man, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I just stepped back and that was it.
That's right, man. I know there's levels to this, man. You know what I'm saying? There's levels. And, you know what I'm saying, you go as far as the level you're willing to go. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't make it to level 2 just because they can't kiss ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's like you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at. Right? Go check my followers. I don't kiss nobody's ass. You know what I'm saying? But I know there's levels to this, man. I know there's stuff that you got to put in, man. There's sacrifice and sewing and stuff like that. And I just feel like I don't have that no more for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care to do this no more. Yeah. I always want to be a part of it. You know You know what I'm saying? I always want to be a part of the game, man. I talk to my dog David all the time. We got plans, you know what I'm saying, beyond music for me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to get behind the camera. I want to direct, you know what I'm saying? I want to start direct stuff for them that Mexicans. So that's coming up real soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to start directing for a lot of people. So I'll get with y'all too. I want to start producing stuff and you know, so that's why I'm all like, man, I love what you're doing here, man.
Really?
Like, I love the setup, man. I love the cameras because I would love to produce.
Yeah.
You know, so I would love to produce podcasts and things like that. And that's why I'm looking like, man, I don't have the passion. You know what I'm saying? Music's always gonna be there, bro. I'll be able to spit forever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm down to write for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to put it down for somebody else. Cause I really feel like, man, I did my part. Like, yeah, I'm not a household name. You don't even know, like, if you even talk about, like, Christian pioneers, I don't get talked about. I get left out. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Rascal, man. The Little Rascal is one of the pioneers of this. You know what I'm saying? Even in Dallas, bro, there's a dude called, by a guy named D-Boy. And this dude was doing, like, in the late 80s, early 90s, he was murdered. You know what I'm saying? But this dude was out there, you know what I'm saying, reaching gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Like, really going out doing it. He was murdered. And so Christian rap, bro, has been around forever. You know what I'm saying? But Rascal told me, like, man, if you don't tell your story, you'll get left out the history books. You know what I mean? So
straight up.
You know what I mean? They'll rewrite you out of it.
Yeah, I had to do that, bro.
Yeah,
I had to come back and start telling motherfuckers, like, this is who I am and this is what the fuck I did.
Bro,
because
and
people will forget about you.
Yeah, and it's not even a prideful thing, bro. It's just like, look what I've done.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to just continue, man, just to like chase something or make it look like I'm chasing something. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy, bro. I've won awards, underground awards as a solo artist. I've won awards with a group. I've opened up for 10,000 people as a solo artist. I've opened up for 5,000 people with a group. Man, I've done my thing, man. I have my personal accolades, you know what I'm saying, where I'm like, man, I'm good, man. I could walk away from the music and
be happy with it
and not be bitter and I hate the next rapper and I hate on Lucky, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I should have been there, you know what I mean, like, no, man, but like wishing the best, man, and be happy, man, and move on to my next chapter and still give them, you know what I'm saying, however I can give them the gospel, but also, man, give them real, you know what I'm saying, because this game needs real, man, because there's a lot of fake in it. You know what I'm saying? But I will give you this though. I'm gonna put this out here. I'm new to this lane. You know what I'm saying? I know the Christian lane. I know, you know, churches calling us and stuff like that. You know, I've never called anybody to try to get a booking. I stayed booked, but it was churches calling. Like, hey, please come out here to our youth group. Hey, come out here to our retreat. Cool, man, I'm there. Bro, now that I'm in this lane, and I mean a lot of artists, bro, they're way more humble than the Christians. And I think that's crazy. These dudes are humble, man. Like, hey, man, how you doing? Oh, man, I fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I like what you do, man. Oh, man, I just want to help out everybody. Oh, man, you know, however I can serve, however I can help. I'm like, damn. I get these dudes act like they superstars and they walk in the door. And this dude right here is like, man, how can I help you, man? How can I serve you? I'm like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's up, man. So that's why I don't judge a book, man. I look at people's hearts, man. That's what God said. I look at the heart. Man looks at the outside. You know what I'm saying? I try to see past that, man. Yeah. That's what we should do.
That's what's up, man. Shed, so you said it's going to be your last album, Chunk the Deuce?
Possibly, yeah.
So did you feel like you put everything into this album coming into that the album with that outlook?
That's why I was coming in with that, like, man, this is it. You know, and I've never dropped an album. So it's like my first and last album. So in 2009, I dropped my first studio EP, which is called Rise and Shine. I dropped under Blessed. And I had a track from Bruce Bang on there. Actually, it was a song called Dope Tales on there. And it was with 007 from the Fifth Ward Boys. It was his very first Christian rap song that he did. DJ Overdose, he screwed and chopped it. He screwed and chopped my album. He put some chops on
Chopaholics.
Hey, I was one of the first Christians to have the Chopaholics tag on his albums, man, or one of his projects. So I did EPs, man. I dropped tons of EPs and group projects, and I put out compilations that helped other people get on. But I never dropped an album. Yeah. So I was like, man, with this one, it's going to be my first and my last, and it's going to be my best. You know what I'm saying? And I can say, honestly, this is the best work I've done. Now, me and my homeboy Jacob G out of Whittier, California, he been sending me some tracks, man. He wants to do an EP. I got at him, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of in my feelings, I ain't going to lie. He had posted up a new song, and it was like featuring somebody. And so I hit him up, and I was like, hey, man, you know, bless / Adrian Angelo featuring Jacob G 5, Jacob G featuring Adrian Angelo Bless 0. Hey, what's up with that? You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, my bad. We're gonna do EP, and he shot me like 5 beats, like right then and there. Like, I'll match you right now, boom. So we got that in the works, man. There's some great music, but yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that, man. And I'm always down to give a feature. You know what I'm saying? Anybody wants a feature, I'm down for it. But as far as like me putting out an album, nah, man. I'm ready. I'm excited about the new chapter, man. I'm excited to get into. I'll tell you, I got a cold series I'm working on, JVaz, man. I got a cold series I'm working on, man. We're gonna be pushing that. I'm three episodes in. I'm 3 episodes in, man, and I put it on pause to actually like buckle down and finish the album. So now I've dropped the album. I dropped Mama Said, which is the first video off of it. I'm about to drop a visual for clowns. You know what I'm saying? So what my plan is, I'm gonna put like a elaborate video out. You know what I'm saying? Like full production video. Yeah. And then like a quick video, and then a full production. So I got Mama Said, Clowns, Rear View, which I'm getting a lot of people messing with Rear View, man.
Yeah, it's a dope ass track.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do a full video for Rear View, and then my backdoor with To Live and Strive at Age is gonna be a short video, and then Clap For is gonna be another elaborate video. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm doing a video for everything, man. So I'm gonna push this as
closer
much
with
as
a
I
bang,
can. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go out and give it my all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're gonna get famous and you ain't gonna quit.
Yeah, that's what everybody tells me.
He gonna come back next year, talking about, this is my return.
My new album.
My new album.
Man, and bro, it's whatever God has.
Yeah, facts,
man,
but that's all you can do.
But that's dope to hear the whole backstory of how you guys started, man, because it's always been interesting to me how again, because when you grow up, you listen to certain type of hip hop, it makes you wonder what made these people decide, let me take God's word and put a message, deep message into my music. So it was dope to get to know you as a person, more than as the artist. And Chunk the Deuce is now available on all streaming services. As he just mentioned, he's gonna have those music videos available on YouTube. What's the Mama song? Mama Said. Mm-hmm. Mama Said is available already.
Mm-hmm. That's on my channel.
On the YouTube channel. So we'll put all those links on the description of the podcast, description of the video. Adrian Angelo, before we let you go, man, any last minute shout outs?
Yes, man, I want to shout out them damn Mexicans. And also Trap Sauce, man. I know my dog collaborated with them, man. Shout out to Trap Sauce. They're actually having their candy drip competition in May. You know the day? May, she gonna kill me. May 7th?
Hold up. May
14th. You can say it out loud, David. It's all right. May 14th, man. Come out to
Thank
that.
you, David.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah, he said this, and I'm like 16.
Yeah. Hey, we're actually performing.
Yeah,
we're the two performers
that's
there, man.
Ironic.
That's dope, man. Yeah. So shout out to her, man. Come out to that. I want to say it's their second annual.
Yeah, second annual.
Their second annual one, and then June 18th. Right, June 18th. I got it right. We're having to embrace the culture. Them damn Mexicans hosting it, bro. Yeah. I am not a fan of shows with 20 rappers on it. You know what I'm saying? I've done that too many times. I don't like that. I like give me 4 artists with a quality set, and I think that's dope. Giving them each 30 minutes or 15, 30, 45. Like, that's how I like it. You know what I'm saying? I do not like 100 rappers at a concert, man. I just don't. Anyway. But this lineup is crazy. Like,
we performed last year at that, too.
We performed last year at that, man. This lineup this year is crazy, man. When he sent me everybody he has, like, I'm not saying nothing because I don't want to leave nobody out, and then I'm public enemy number 1. You know,
He's changed ever since he went to JVaz.
I didn't tell anybody I was doing this interview because I was like, nah, because then they're gonna listen just to hear for their name to be shouted out, and then when I don't, they're gonna hate me, man.
So we can't promote it, JVaz.
We can't promote it. Right? we won't tag you. Nah, but shit. Once again, from H-Town, man, as we mentioned, make sure you check out the project called Chunk the Deuce, available on all streaming services.
Oh yeah, and also, man, check us out Monday nights at 6 o'clock. Them Mexican Clubhouse, man. We give game. You know what I'm saying? We give game. We're trying to help our artists, man. Yeah. We want to tell artists how to get their records broken with DJs, the importance of being with a pro, the importance of a team, building a team. We also have vendors on there, how to get your LLC, how to go about it, you know what I'm saying? So we're trying to give game to the next generation, man. 6 o'clock, Monday nights, and them Mexican Clubhouse, man.
Already. Once again, Adrian Angelo. We appreciate you, bro.
Much love, bro.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank y'all so much, man.
Already.
Let's keep doing this.
Yeah.